Welcome to the History Show, Çatalhöyük, the city that vanished. Today we will dive into this ancient city that is still being excavated. Long before Rome, before Babylon, even before the first Egyptian pharaohs carved their names into stone, there was Çatalhöyük. Nestled in what is now central Turkey, Çatalhöyük is one of the oldest known cities in human history, dating back nearly 9,000 years. But here's the twist. They built their city with no streets, no kings, and no palaces. And one day, they simply vanished. Çatalhöyük wasn't a city of roads. It was a city of rooftops. Homes were packed tightly together like clay bricks in a giant beehive. If you wanted to visit your neighbor, you didn't walk next door, you climbed across the roofs. Every home was entered through a hole in the ceiling. It was as if the people were living in a fortress, shielding themselves from something or someone. Inside, walls were painted with hunting scenes, mystical symbols, and even volcanic eruptions. Skulls and bones were placed under floors, and ancestors were buried beneath beds. This was not just a city, it was a sacred world carved from mud and memory. The mystery of the vanishing city. Around 5700 BCE, the people of Çatalhöyük began to disappear. Not all at once, but gradually, mysteriously. There was no sign of war, no evidence of plague or catastrophe. But layer by layer, the once bustling homes fell silent. Was it climate change, soil exhaustion, a spiritual shift, or something far deeper, something buried in the beliefs and fears of a people whose world had changed too fast? We still don't know. And maybe that's the most haunting part. What Çatalhöyük left behind wasn't gold or kings or conquests. It was a question, a whisper from the dust. What happens when the soul of a city dies before its people do? The rise and fall of Çatalhöyük reminds us that even the earliest civilizations had complex identities. They were not just survivors, they were artists, mystics, builders, and storytellers. And though the city has crumbled, the story it tells may echo longer than any monument of stone. Çatalhöyük, located in modern-day Turkey's Konya Plain, is one of the most significant Neolithic and Chalcolithic archaeological sites ever discovered. This ancient settlement, which thrived between approximately 7500 BCE and 5600 BCE, is often regarded as a proto-city, due to its advanced societal structure and urban planning. The site consists of two mounds, an eastern and a western one, separated by an ancient river that has since dried up. The eastern mound, the older of the two, contains 18 layers of occupation, showcasing the evolution of the settlement over thousands of years. Çatalhöyük's inhabitants lived in closely packed mud brick houses with no streets. Instead, they accessed their homes through rooftops, which also served as communal spaces. The society of Çatalhöyük was remarkably egalitarian. Archaeological evidence, such as equal diets and workloads for men and women, suggests a lack of hierarchical structures. The community practiced early forms of agriculture, animal domestication, and craftsmanship, including pottery and metallurgy. They also created vibrant wall paintings, figurines, and artifacts, some of which are interpreted as religious or symbolic in nature. The settlement was abandoned around 5600 BCE, likely due to environmental changes, including the drying up of the river that sustained its agriculture. Today, Çatalhöyük is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and continues to provide invaluable insights into early human civilization. Discovery and early excavations. 1961 to 1965. British archaeologist James Mellart discovered Çatalhöyük and conducted initial excavations. His work revealed a large Neolithic settlement dating back over 9,000 years too. Mellart uncovered mud brick houses, wall paintings, and figurines, including representations of the Mother Goddess, which suggested early religious practices too. The settlement's egalitarian society, evidenced by equal diets and workloads for men and women, challenged traditional views of early civilizations too. Renewed excavations and research. 1993 to 2018. British archaeologist Ian Hodder led an international research project at Çatalhöyük, bringing renewed attention to the site. Hodder's team documented 14 different layers of occupation in the Eastern Mound and uncovered evidence of early agriculture, animal domestication, and craftsmanship. The site was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2012, highlighting its global importance. The cultural significance of Çatalhöyük that it is considered a proto-city, bridging the gap between nomadic hunter-gatherer societies and settled agricultural communities too. The vibrant wall paintings and figurines provide insights into early symbolic and religious practices too. The settlement's egalitarian structure offers a unique perspective on social organization in early human history too. The modern-day importance of Çatalhöyük is that it is regarded as a key site for understanding the transition to settled agricultural life. Only a small portion of the site has been excavated, leaving many mysteries about its inhabitants and eventual abandonment. Certainly, Çatalhöyük has yielded a fascinating array of artifacts that provide insights into the lives, beliefs, and practices of its Neolithic inhabitants. Wall paintings. Vibrant murals depicting geometric patterns, hunting scenes, and wild animals adorn the interiors of houses. These are considered some of the earliest examples of symbolic art. There were figurines. Numerous figurines, including representations of the mother goddess, have been discovered. These figurines are thought to reflect religious or symbolic practices. They had obsidian tools. Çatalhöyük was a hub for obsidian trade, and many finely crafted tools and weapons made from this volcanic glass have been found. There were bone artifacts. Items such as bone needles, beads, and decorative objects highlight the craftsmanship of the settlement's inhabitants. The textiles. Fragments of woven textiles, among the oldest ever discovered, provide evidence of early weaving techniques. The burials. Human remains buried beneath house floors, often accompanied by grave goods, offer clues about burial customs and beliefs about the afterlife. The wall paintings at Çatalhöyük are among the most remarkable artifacts from this ancient settlement, offering profound insights into the lives and beliefs of its inhabitants. Here's why they are significant. Symbolism and rituals. The paintings often depict geometric patterns, hunting scenes, and wild animals, which are believed to have symbolic or ritualistic meanings. They may have been used to convey spiritual beliefs or communal narratives. Artistic expression. These murals represent some of the earliest examples of symbolic art, showcasing the creativity and aesthetic sensibilities of Neolithic people. Cultural identity. The paintings reflect the social and cultural identity of Çatalhöyük's inhabitants, providing clues about their values, traditions, and worldview. Technological innovation. The techniques and materials used in creating these paintings demonstrate advanced knowledge of pigments and plaster, highlighting the technological capabilities of the community. Historical record. Some murals, such as the one interpreted as depicting a volcanic eruption at Hasan Dag, may serve as historical records of significant events experienced by the community. These paintings are not just decorative. They are windows into the minds and lives of one of the world's earliest urban societies. Let me know if you'd like to explore more about their interpretations or artistic techniques. Certainly. The discovery and excavation of Çatalhöyük involved a combination of traditional and advanced archaeological techniques, which have evolved over time. Initial discovery. British archaeologist James Mellart discovered Çatalhöyük in the early 1960s. He used traditional excavation methods to uncover the site's mudbrick houses, wall paintings, and figurines. Stratigraphy. Archaeologists studied the layers of occupation at Çatalhöyük to understand its chronological development. The Eastern Mound revealed 18 layers of habitation, showcasing the evolution of the settlement over thousands of years. The microarchaeology. Modern excavations led by Ian Hodder introduced microarchaeology, which uses microscopic and geochemical methods to analyze archaeological deposits. This approach allowed researchers to detect clues invisible to the naked eye, such as traces of ancient diets and environmental interactions. Remote sensing and geophysical surveys. Techniques like ground-penetrating radar and magnetometry helped map the site's layout and identify areas of interest without disturbing the soil. Advanced scientific methods. Researchers employed cutting-edge techniques to analyze artifacts and materials, including isotopic analysis, radiocarbon dating, and DNA studies. These methods provided insights into the inhabitants' diets, health, and genetic makeup. Collaborative research. Çatalhöyük's excavations involved multidisciplinary teams of specialists, ensuring that various categories of evidence, such as plant and animal remains, stone tools, and human burials, were fully integrated into the study. These techniques have not only uncovered the physical remains of Çatalhöyük, but also provided a deeper understanding of its social, cultural, and environmental context. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave any questions or suggestions in the comments. Have a great week.